How we doing out there today on this 420 show Tuesday morning with Magic Mark here at the StreamYard studio, YouTube, and I'll put that link up there. Put the link up. I'm on the cheap version of StreamYard. They didn't want to give me a discount after a few months with them. And they told me, oh, it's too late for a discount. Oh, really? Okay. That's the way you want to play it. Alrighty. So I'll just go free. Do the free stuff, right? Yeah. And I'm going to drop that link in. You can't sleep? Well, join me. You can't sleep? Well, join me. Can't sleep? Well, join the panel. Or just stop by and chat. You can't sleep? Well, join the panel for some conversation. Magic Mark Double XXL. Or you can just stop by and chat in the chat room. Where you at, my G's? Yeah. Be right back. I'm going to take a smoke break. Yep, a smoke break. Let's go. Let's go. I'll still be here. Be right back. Give me a few. Hmm. Yes, sir. I'm going to put this song on. I'm a real stoner. Just for for you guys to listen to until I'll be right back. This song is 420 in length.
This is my lane, this is my air. I'm the real come round. Keep my peace, keep my zone. One small leap feels like home. I'm the real stoner. I don't fake it. I'm the real stoner. I live where the clouds at. I'm the real stoner. Pass that right back. I'm the real stoner. You know I stay relaxed.
I'm the real stoner. That's right. I'm Magic Mark XXL here on WXXL 420 to 420 show on a Tuesday morning here in the US. And if you are in Australia, it's probably close to midnight the next day, going on Wednesday in Australia. Australia. That's right. Australia, mates. Australia. All sorts of fun stuff going on. It's quacking. Yeah. There's stuff that I can't use anymore on this free live stream version, and they limit my time. So I don't think I can do this every day. I'll have to check the free settings, see what you get. They didn't want to give me a discount. Oh, 10% off. That ain't nothing. I ain't taking that's not a discount. That's a disappointment. That's a disappointment, not a discount. Not discount, disappointment. 10% off. What the hell is that these days? It's like giving someone a 5 cent, 10 cent, 25-cent tip. Change. What's change? Coins these days. Even they don't add up. It take you a long time to count 1,000 pennies. That would give you $10, 10 US dollars for 1,000 pennies. Damn. You know what was trippy though? Even the millionaires today, it doesn't seem like that's even enough, you know. Maybe for some people, oh yeah, it'd be enough for me, $1 million+, millions, a few million. I ain't gonna be greedy, man. I'll take maybe 5 out of 10, You wanna award me 10 and take 5 away, that's cool. Leave me with 5 mil. I'm not gonna complain. But what I'm saying about it is really, when you think about real estate, what you gotta pay in real estate, when you purchase a house, it's not over. You're still working somehow. You're still paying somehow on that home. And here's the things. Utilities, you're going to pay for the utilities. That comes with the plan, right? With any home. I don't care if you're a millionaire or not. You got to make those utility bills. You got to pay those, or they shut the shit off. I don't care if you're rich or not. You miss a payment, they shut the shit off. That's just the way it goes. So you got the utilities you still have to mess with. And the bigger the home, the bigger the utility bill. Think about it. Do you really want a home with 20-foot tall ceilings? They look nice. They look beautiful. They look extravagant. They look out of this world. I really appreciate the looks of things. But when it comes to the functionality of the thing, of the home, as long as that home functions for you according to its size, its square footage, the height of the ceilings, as long as that, I could see a shack and a big, tall, 20-foot ceiling. Yeah, he jumped in the air. He's pretty close to the fucking ceiling. But, Shaquille O'Neal, basketball player, 7 foot plus tall, I mean? There's a guy out there now. I think he's 7'9". That's almost 8 feet tall. I know what you're thinking, ladies. But I, I mean, almost 8 feet tall. You're gonna need probably a 10, 15-foot ceiling in your home. That's and the same applies to short people. You gotta accommodate for yourself. Even if you're poor or rich, it doesn't matter. Look for those accommodations when you purchase something like a home or a car. Do your homework, man. Fucking look it over. You got all the time in the world. Don't let anybody rush you into buying some shit you're gonna be sorry for. What the fuck you need a 20-foot tall ceiling for if you're 5 feet tall, 4 feet tall, 3 feet tall? It's wasted space. To me, at 6 feet tall, I'm 6 feet, almost 240. I'm a big guy, but I don't need fucking 20-foot tall ceilings. You know what I'm saying? It looks nice. Don't get me wrong. I love mansions the way they look inside and out. Some of them I don't like from the outside. Some I don't like from the inside. It's vice versa. They're not always extravagant to me. Some people have taste for like certain colonial type styles and rustic and country style and ranch style and traditional this or that style, a castle looking style, a cobblestone, granite look, or all glass. It could be a number of fucking things somebody's into. To each his own. You win $1 million+ or earn it $1 million+ dollars, you can do whatever you want with that money. It's up to you. The key is keeping afloat, keeping keeping a safety net in place just in case. Don't spend all your money, especially in one place. I mean, if you win $5 million, don't buy $1 million home. You really, I mean, you could easily, because you don't get shit for $1 million these days. But you may not need $1 million home. You might find a home just as good that you found for $1 million, depending if you go to another state in the United States of America. It's the U.S. We got 50 states here. You can go and choose whatever state you want to live in. The prices go down. You're out in California, you spend $1 million, you ain't getting crap. Those homes look like shit for $1 million. You ain't getting nothing for your money. And I'd say most parts of California that are built up. As far as New York, same story. Oh, I want to be by the water. Man, fuck that water. You got plenty of water coming out of your sink, bathtub, fucking faucets. Got bottled water at the store. Got a swimming pool. I just want to be next to the water. And it's the same motherfucker that's wanting to be by the water gets flooded out, loses his shit, and he's pissed off. I just want to be by the water. Man, my personal opinion, I live by the water. Fuck that water. There's too much. There's a lot of it. 75% of this world is water. 75% of us is water. What the fuck? We need water. I don't need to be next to the water. A swimming pool is good enough if I need water. You know, I don't need to be next to a lake, a motherfucking pond, a lake, a creek, a motherfucking river, an ocean. I don't need to be by that on a permanent basis, on a visitation basis. Yeah, that's cool, man. Enjoy the beach house, enjoy being by a lake for a visit. I ain't trying to live by that shit. You got bugs, mosquitoes coming out of that shit. You got to deal with other elements because you want it to be by the water. You want to be by the water. Yeah. Me, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm trying to stay a little dry with a little bit of moisture, I don't need all that humidity. And it's another thing, too. If you're close to a lot of water, you're going to have to deal with humidity. That comes with it. Yep, moisture in the air comes with it. So if you're out buying a home, take those things into consideration. My dad used to be a realtor back in the day. He had his own real estate company, but he was a one-man show. He was struggling. I mean, he had people that would work for him kind of not on a regular basis. He was strange in real estate. He was more of a house flipper and a house watcher. It was weird. It was almost like the mafia because he would go collect rent for people that own homes in bad neighborhoods. And these people that own these homes were afraid to go collect their rent. And my dad would go and collect the rent for him. My dad was a mean dude. He was in the Marines too. I was in the Marines. He was like, son, why you want to go in the Marines? You know what I went through. And hey, I had my reasons, but my dad would go in these bad neighborhoods and collect rent for people. We lived in a bad neighborhood. I grew up in bad neighborhoods, the slums, the projects. I went to school in the slums and the projects. I'm not making this shit up. Every other home was vacant. Can you imagine seeing that as a little kid in fifth and sixth grade, taking a bus from one school to another by a transit bus line, not a school bus painted yellow? This was a regular fucking chartered bus from a regular bus you would get on going across town. And they would bus us to this projects. And I was a minority. You know, as you can see, I'm a white dude. I'm mixed. You know what white people are? They're mixed breeds. We're all mixed. Even black people that have white blood in them are mixed. They're no longer, I mean, they can be considered black because they have black bloodline. If you have any bit of black bloodline, you're considered black. I think if you have any bit of any other than black, you should be considered mixed, just like all white people are mixed. That's the definition of white people. Mixed. We're all fucking mixed. I mean, unless when people say white, that's somebody you're looking at with a pale complexion, right? Don't get it fucking twisted or screwed up. But not all of us white people are mixed. You got full-blooded Italians, full-blooded Germans, or whatever they want to consider a full bloodline. You know, think about it. It's gotten to a point where I think everybody in the fucking world is mixed. We're all mixed up. Our bloodlines can't be completely one thing. I think we've been around each other enough that we're all mixed up and related. There's a relation somewhere around the mixture of us. If it isn't physically, it is telepathically and spiritually and divinely. Taking a drink of coffee, thinking about some more stuff. But getting back to being a owner, you really don't need to go out and buy 7 fucking car garage if you only got 2 cars. And what do you need 7 cars for anyway? One for each day of the week. And those type of cars, most likely, if you can afford to buy that many, you're going to be paranoid to drive the thing anywhere where somebody might scratch it up once you park it. You park it, your eyes are off of it, somebody's fucking with it. And then you might say, well, that's what insurance is for. It doesn't matter, man. Do you really want to fucking have to deal with that hassle of fixing your car because somebody got jealous? I can't see myself, even if I won millions, I couldn't see myself driving around in $1 million car. I'd be too paranoid about it. I'd park that motherfucker. I'd be peeking at it and shit. I'd be like looking around the corner, checking on it. I'd probably need a drone. Here, check this out. So you got a fucking car, it's $1 million. It cost you $1 million, and you're thinking, man, I need somebody to stand here and watch this motherfucking car, right? So instead, you get a drone, right? And this is an idea I just came up with right now. You got this drone floating above the car, and it's videotaping your vehicle. It's just doing little rounds, from a distance. People may not be able to hear it, and it's at a safe distance. It's taking a zoom lens camera, and it's videotaping all around your car from an aerial view. And you get this thing on the app on your phone, and you can watch the shit from your phone if you need to. Cool shit. I think somebody's probably already done. But it's just a thing for thought, if you ever think about it. If you could drive around your $1 million car, you don't have a security guard there in place, physically a person. You don't. Some people don't like that shit. Who's gonna drive him there? No, you don't want them in your car probably, and you want them outside of your car watching it. Make sure nobody fucks with it. But yeah, I'm the type of person. I don't need those $1 million cars. I'll take a car that range close to anywhere between 50 and 100,000, because that's easy to do, even with these stock automobiles they have these days. I mean, I paid over 40 for mine easily, and that was 5.5 years ago. Over 40 grand for mine, and it's paid off. I paid it off. It's all mine. I don't even have 11,000 miles on it. It's like brand new. I even changed the tires on it. I'm getting close to that. I got to change my windshield wipers. Thinking about it, and yeah, the dry heat out here destroys everything. West Coast, dry heat out in the desert. Yeah, I like a home with I like large ceilings, but not too large, not too tall. I don't want them so tall that it's wasted space. Then you're paying for utilities to heat it, to cool it down, run the ceiling fan, whatever, just because it's wasted space. You're fucking 3, 4, 5 feet tall. You don't need a fucking 20-foot ceiling. Even 3 to 6 feet tall, you don't need 20. Even 7 feet tall, you probably don't even need 20-foot ceiling. And at least for your living quarters in your home, it'll be different if you have a gymnasium, a gym floor, you're doing some type of sport. You might want a 20-foot ceiling or so. But like I said, to each his own, whatever makes you happy, you know. If you're happy with a $300,000 home, a 200, 100,000, a little fucking Cracker Jack box thing, it's some people get claustrophobic. They don't like that small shit. You know, they need the big stuff. You know, they need big spaces. I don't condemn people for what size they want. You know, you want something small, hey, go ahead. You want a small sports car, you want a small home, that's on you. It can look good. Anything small can look good. Anything big can look good. Big, small, medium, large, doesn't matter. Double XL, magic mark. I mean, whatever size floats your boat, it makes you happy. That's the size you want, right? Whether it's a home, a car, a woman, a man, people go for size. I like fat women. I like a skinny bitch. I like a big motherfucker, you know, something like that. Whatever floats your boat. I like some skinny ass dude, you know, whatever floats your boat. Jess, cheers, Jess. She said, small is easier to clean. uh, Small is easier to clean, maintain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I I was just I don't you just got here. I was saying how you buy a tall ceiling home 20 feet tall. I like mansions. Don't get me wrong. I like mansions. I like looking at them. I wouldn't want all that space to clean up. It's too fucking much. You'd have to hire a service. I don't want motherfuckers in my house. I don't want people cleaning my house. I clean my house, and I love to clean. And the fact that I'm not happy with somebody else's somebody else's cleaning job. I gotta do it because I'm like that. I'm a clean freak. I like to clean shit up and keep it clean and organized. And yeah, I got some clutter here and there. We all clutter shit some way or another. Um, I'm not a hoarder, I know that, but I like to keep things clean and not nasty looking. Yeah, I don't think anybody can get everything clean like they want in one day. Maybe depends on how much cleaning you want to do. I mean, I was in the Marine Corps, and they used to do the white glove test. They would take their finger in a white glove and rub it across the molding strip on a doorway. And if there was dust that came off on their glove from a molding strip above a doorway, you would fail inspection. That's how clean they were. Really weird. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like that way, but not to that extreme. I do clean dust off the tops of doorways. Maybe it's because I was in the Marines, but I I do clean probably other shit that other people wouldn't. I get to cleaning, man. I'm gone, man. It's almost like I'm on speed. Like, get a vacuum cleaner in my hands. I'll sweep up everything, anything and everything. Put the attachments on, start using it to suck up shit off of tabletops and stuff. Yeah. Too much shit in one place too. Yeah, like too much furniture, too much this, too much that, too many paintings. Like what the fuck? It was some. What do you want to do with $1 million painting? If you if you were that rich, you can afford a painting for $1 million. I'd be paranoid to put that on any wall. I don't care if it's my wall, where it's at in the house. Mansion, you probably have to have a mansion to have $1 million painting. You ain't gonna put that shit in a $300,000 home. That home's gonna be a multi-million-dollar home to put $1 million painting. And there's people out there that do it. Yeah. They put $1 million paintings in multi-million-dollar homes. Stupid as fuck. I mean, really, it's wasteful if you ask me. I don't see any justification in why anybody's artwork should cost that much. What the fuck makes it that special? You're gonna spend that much money on it. Man, fuck that shit. I'd do some Van Gogh shit. You probably look at my shit and you're like, damn, that's Van Gogh. That's AI. Told you. Hey, with AI today, man, you can come up with some extravagant stuff and call it your own. I hate to say it, but I think AI put a damper in all artists' work. You know, like people that want to sell artwork and sell art pieces, and I think AI has kind of stepped into that and kind of screwed things up as far as where do you draw the line? Like, how do you know if it's AI or not? It could be a fucking duplicated painting, look just like the shit you paid $1 million for, and here this $10, $5 print looks just like it. That's why I'm saying it's okay to have a car that looks like a Ferrari. It doesn't have to be a Ferrari. All it has to do is look like it, right? You can customize the car to make it look like a $100,000 plus car with a customization kit. Yeah, when your father's in the military, he's going to have your ass cleaning. All of a sudden, you turn into a little maintenance person. You got a fucking set of keys, a fucking utility belt with a hammer and a screwdriver and shit. Your dad's gonna put you to work. Yeah. Yeah. Keep shit organized. Yeah, keep it organized. I like to be organized. Have some type of system in place. I like to be able to find shit. File it some way. Yeah. I love this AI stuff, don't get me wrong. I'm not against it. I see where it can, affect certain people's occupations in good ways and in bad ways, both directions. It's great for, you know, using it as an add-on, an extra tool. Um, but when it comes to people that are already in, let's say, a field of art, something that has to do with writing out illustrations and magazines and books, instructional manuals and such. Hell, AI can do that. So basically, the average Joe has become a professional artist through AI. Through AI. There's a lot of stuff AI can do these days. And like I said, it works, for the good for some people, and for some it doesn't work so good. You know, it's a great thing. I don't think it should be used in an immoral sense or a destructive sense, if that's possible. You don't want to use it in a negative way. As long as it's positively operated in a good way, I don't see any harm in it. Yeah, the traditional way of doing things by hand, hand paintings, and it's really taken away from those artists who spent hours, days, maybe weeks on a project trying to paint something. I see how that could be a hindrance in their occupation if that's what they're doing. But if it's just for, they're out there doing artwork. I'm somewhat of an artist too, but I'm one of those artists that I look at it as a, uh, what do you call it? An asset. It's an asset to me. When it's not an asset to you, that's where it might affect you in a different way. But to me, it's more of an asset. It's an add-on feature. It's another tool. So yeah, it makes things better for me. Um, think about it. It speeds up the process. It's almost like the microwave of things, whereas, before the microwave, we just had the oven. We had to wait for a while for shit to heat up. We had the stove top. Now we have the microwave. It's been around for a while. We've gotten used to it. I think this AI stuff is like the microwave. It's one of those things we're going to have to get used to. It's already here. I don't think we can reverse things and say, oh, it no longer exists, or let's ban it altogether. You're running into laws, you're running into court proceedings and such and so on when it comes to trying to reverse technology. It's impossible, really. We're here. You gotta just deal with the flow. Either you appreciate it or you don't, or you're sitting halfway off the fence. You know, yeah, yeah. Some people are good at things like computers and programming and the tech savvy people that are repairing computers and putting them together and stuff, inventing things. Uh, that's good. They're using their hands to a certain degree. Um, but to get out there and do manual labor and do a manual labor job, that may not be them. To each his own, whatever makes them happy or um, whatever works for them. That's why I look at it. If it works for you, it may not work for the next person. You might have a different level of creativeness. Maybe you're shy. You don't want to be around the public eye. and you'd rather just be in a cubicle with a PC. That's good, you know. Yeah, can't stop the process or the progress. Once technology's out there, you can't reverse that. We're stuck with it. Now it's a matter of, hey, where do we go from here? Is it going to get better for certain people, or is it going to get worse, or a little bit of both, like it is now? Right now, I think it benefits people, and some not so much. Depends on what your usage is, of AI. How are you going to put it to use? What use are you getting out of AI? That's the question. Is it making you happy too? And I think that's what matters most when it comes to doing anything. If it makes you happy, who fucking cares? As long as it's morally right and lawfully correct, who cares? If it makes you happy, do it. Stay informed and go with the flow, right? That's what Jess said in chat. Yeah, it can help you with school. And at the same time, it could be a cheating tool. Because I went to college, University of Missouri, and I was in speech and mass communications. And I'm thinking today, damn, if I were to write an essay like I have before, I could just ask Chat GTP to do it for me. And I think that's what Jess is talking about. It can come to your advantage, but you don't want it to a point where it's going to cheat you out of what you need to know on your own without it, without AI. You gotta have the smarts to write an essay without Chat GTP. I think I'm saying that right. Um, I get it mixed up with OMG and are you down with OPP, all that stuff, all these abbreviations and shit. Are you down with the OPP? Yeah, I'm down with the AI, AIP. Yeah. But yeah, it depends on your usage. Don't cheat yourself out of an education based on AI doing everything for you. It can do a lot of shit, like essays and stuff. It may not be a bad idea to use it to a certain degree, maybe in an essay where you can change up the wording, and make it your own. I don't know if that's still cheating, to take parts of it to maybe keep you guided. I don't know. Who knows? Experiment. See if you're a professor. Do a like a AI essay, and then do another one on your own and see if they, you know, compare the two the same. Make the comparison. See without telling anyone. Just experiment on your own. Do an AI essay and do another one that's completely you, no AI used, and see if they know the difference. That's an experimentation. Yeah, you got to use it as an assistant, as a guiding tool, not a cheating tool, because then The question is, who are you really bullshitting? You're bullshitting yourself, not just others. Spell check, grammar check, hell yeah. It keeps you in check. No pun intended, but spell check and grammar check keeps you in check. It keeps you knowing how to spell the shit the next time on your own. Whereas before, you may have been spelling it a little bit differently, but you did your homework. You checked here, checked there, to make sure it was spelled the same way. But I usually Google stuff to check the spelling of things. You know, it'll like if you're like, damn, how's that spelled? Like, what's that person's name or something like that? And all of a sudden, Google bringing up the correct spelling. That's cool. They have the strict AI usage policies. Yeah. It keeps people from cheating in homework assignments. Yeah, you can't use it AI. Like I said, when you use AI, use it, in a good discretional manner, in a good moral sense. Um, where, you know, it's more of a tool that's not being abused. But it's cool stuff. I'd tell you that much. I mean, just the fact that it can even do what an artist would take hours upon hours to complete a really detailed piece of artwork. And here it takes just a minute to create something like that on Chat GTP or some others AI site. Really cool stuff. I mean, because you can, I appreciate art. I don't care if it's AI or not. But I love art. Um, I had a art piece when I was in high school. It it got awarded. I got awarded the Blue Ribbon Award and the Gold Key Award for scholastic arts, and that was in my junior year of high school. And it went to the courthouse downtown and was hung on the wall for people to look at. And I was second place in the Hallmark card contest. Yeah, yep, it was back in high school. Yep, use it to check your work. And I'm not saying chat is even correct all the time, too. I've asked it things where it didn't answer correctly, and I did my ooh, drop something. I did my investigation. You know, I investigated the what I asked it to do. As far as hey, you got a question about something, and then it gives you this answer, and you're a little skeptical about it. Let me double check this. Only art she was good at was singing. Cool. Yeah, I've entered I think a song contest or two. I still sing. I may not sing as good as I used to, but not too bad. I got vocal covers on YouTube. where I'm singing different songs. I never sang in a church as far as in a choir, but I sang in front of a bunch of people, like hundreds, not thousands, but hundreds of people I've sang in front of. Yeah, I got used to it. At first, you get kind of nervous, stage fright or whatever. But I think I was kind of a stage hand at that point anyway, from DJing and stuff like that. I think that's what opened up any type of shyness as far as singing in front of people was the DJing, talking with the crowd. Hmm. Yeah, your vocals change. I see a lot of washed up people out there that are kind of washed up on vocals. They don't have it anymore. I don't mind them trying to sing. Here's the part I don't like. If you're going to come back as an old rock and roll band, old rock band, classic rock band, and your vocals are so shot, you got to have the crowd sing most of your vocals or your chorus lines. You might want to hang up the shoes, get somebody else to sing for you. Do something else. And I know it's not easy to tell these guys when to stop because a lot of them don't want to stop, even when they sound like shit or can't sing anymore or, can't remember the words anymore. They need a teleprompter to go across the monitor. It looks like they're singing karaoke. Might as well call it karaoke because they can't remember the words. And usually if a singer can't sing well anymore, he'll have the crowd sing that part. Here, you sing. No, motherfucker, you sing. I paid you $45 to sing that shit. What are you talking about? You sing. No, I paid you to sing, motherfucker. $45 it cost me for this ticket. I don't want to hear some fucking drunk singing next to me. You can't sing. It's bad enough you can't sing, motherfucker. I paid you $45. You better sing that shit. That'd be like a guitarist getting up there doing a solo and then pointing to someone in the crowd and say, now you play. No, motherfucker, I paid $45 for this ticket. You play the motherfucker. Same with the Eagles, man. And with 200, 300, 400, 500, $500 a ticket. This motherfucker asked me to sing his song or play a song. He better get the fuck out of here. I paid that much money and you're going to ask me to sing the shit? You better be singing every fucking word of that song. I paid you $100+ Jackson. That's the way I feel about it. Yeah, we all go there through. We're not as good when you get old. You're not as good at what you used to do. And it could be walking, it could be talking, it could be singing, it could be a number of things. But don't expect to get paid the same way and charge people arm and a leg to see some half-ass show of you singing. If you're washed up, you're washed up, dude. Let the next person take over. You know, um, yeah. There's always a replacement. It's not bad. You know, to tell you the truth, I see more talent in tribute bands that these cover bands, these tribute bands that go out and do tributes, you know, of other bands that are professional. Um, and they do a better job because they want to sound like them so much that they try harder than the original artist. I've seen bands like that on YouTube. I go, damn, they sound better than these motherfuckers that want to charge $100 a ticket, and half the original artists are there, or maybe just one man from the band, you know, that was around in the '60s and '70s. You got one person left that's original. You might as well just call it a tribute band. Or not even that, because the tribute bands are sounding better than the originals. I'm not joking. I've seen them. I'm like, how are they sounding better than Chicago? How are they sounding better than so and so? This is crazy. And you're spending less money to see them, and you're happy with the songs. And you don't have to sing it for them. These bands going out there saying, you sing it. No, motherfucker, where's the original singer? How come he ain't singing every word? I paid a lot of money for these tickets. Yeah, and you know, when I see some of them just don't know when to call it quits because they love what they do. And a lot of it has to do with they love what they do. Even then when they can't sing anymore, they just love being on stage. That's what happened to Ozzy. I don't think his singing was great, you know, good anymore. You know, he wasn't a great singer. He just wasn't good anymore. He had to use the teleprompter and stuff. He couldn't sing all of his words right. He couldn't remember half the damn words. Yeah, I would say he was washed up in that aspect. But the showmanship and wanting to be on stage, it overrid it overrode everything else. So, you know, it's like what makes him happy is being on stage and enjoying what he does. And I think that's what is keeping these people that are washed up on vocals, keeping them doing it. They just love being on stage. It's a stage thing in front of people. They miss that feeling. Maybe they feel they're getting more love from the crowd than they are anywhere else. Just as going to see Bob Dylan on Friday night, expecting much. Yeah, if he wasn't singing great when he first started, he ain't saying I'm going to sound great now. He never was a great singer, Bob Dylan. He's a great songwriter, really great song. Fuck it, is he still around? Damn, he's. Hey Google, what age is Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan is 85 years old.
85 years old. You know this motherfucker ain't singing. He ain't singing. Bob Dylan's a good songwriter, but his voice, no, it never was. It never was a good voice for singing. To me, I think most people feel that way, but um, no, never was considered a great singer. Great songwriter, yes. He was so good that even Jimi Hendrix covered his songs. All Along the Watchtower. Yeah, that was Bob Dylan. Yep, great songwriter, but not so much of a great. And that's the way it is anyway. You know, if you think about it, a lot of these lyrics to songs you think were written by the person who's singing it on the original album by the original singer, but not to be confused with the original songwriter. Just because you're singing it doesn't make you a songwriter. You're covering somebody else's lyrics. A good example of that is when Judas Priest did, I think it was Joan Baez that did Diamonds and Rust, and they did a cover of that, and he sang it great. Not to say that she didn't sing it great, but not all songwriters are great singers, and vice versa. Not all singers are great songwriters. It works both ways, to tell you the truth. You could be a good singer and a good songwriter. You could be a good singer and not a good songwriter. You could be a good songwriter and not a good singer. So it works either one of those ways. Yeah, Joan Baez. I like that. I listen to all that stuff. The Carpenters, I like them for calm, smooth, relaxing ballads. Um, then, if you want to get funky, get in a dancing mood, put on some Bee Gees, do the disco thing. Um, I get in different moods: classic rock, disco, funk, R&B, soul, Motown, classic rock, metal, hard rock, blues, a little bit of bluegrass, a little bit of country. Not much, a little bit. Like Keith Urban, certain other artists. Casey and the Sunshine Band. I like it. I like it. Do a little dance, do a little move. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Do a little dance. Get down tonight. Yeah. Good beats. Oh, yeah. Clogging. The only clogging I've seen is when I clogged up the toilet. That's about it. Other than that, you're probably talking about shoes, maybe. I don't know. Clogs. There are shoes called clogs. Those. I've never seen clogging other than clogging up a toilet. Too much toilet paper. I should have hosed my ass out like the Filipinos. It's usually done to bluegrass. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen it. It's kind of like line dancing, I think. That's what you're talking about, where they got their feet twirling and shit. Kind of look like Fred Flintstone dancing. Yeah, kind of like tap shoe dance. Little tap shoe square dancing. And can you clog? Are you a clogger? Can you clog, Jess? I'll clog up a toilet real fast. It's tap shoes with an extra plate. I used to love those things. we, I don't know. Your mom could probably can probably vouch to this. Your mom, Patty, she probably can remember back in the 70s, people were wearing taps. Guys in particular were wearing taps on the front and back of their shoes, especially shoes that were called brogues. These like boot looking shoes. They had taps in the front and the back. And you'd hear them walking down the hallway, clink, 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 clink. It sounded cool. You know. Back then, it was a cool thing in the 70s. Wear taps on your shoes. And you hear them. And then you have people that were into tap dancing, of course. It was that black actor. He died, I think, not too long ago. It's a young black actor. He was a tap dancer. Can't even think of his name. And I think he played in a movie called Tap Dance, or maybe in a movie where they had that. I say, if you ain't dancing in taps, don't wear them to just walk around. Only for dancing only. Don't want to walk around. I wonder if guys still do that. I haven't seen that since the 70s. Guys walk around with taps on their shoes. And the real reason behind it, I think the real reason was to prevent the sole from wearing out. It was supposed, kind of like working like horseshoes on a horse. There was a reason they have horseshoes. They don't want their hoofs to wear out, right? It's the same thing with the soles on the shoes. They don't want the bottoms of their, soles of their feet wearing out. They don't want it wearing out. So they put taps on. Now, some people like it for other reasons, such as the sound. But I think the real reason was to preserve their soles on their feet, on their shoes, the sole of their shoe. SOLE. Yeah, they only need shoes if they're working or racing. Yeah. Yeah. My aunt used to race horses, raise them and race them. Yeah. Taps. I like to hear that sound when people do the tap dance. Kind of like snapping fingers. You snap your finger. Snap your fingers. Snap your neck. Snap your fingers. Snap your neck. And I've been on here for almost an hour and a half. Just talking. I don't think I've done that. Well, I did that yesterday. But, a lot of time goes by fast. I can't play the spoons with my feet. Like playing with my hands and my legs, like spoons between my hands and legs. Yeah, they make a yeah. I can keep a little beat there. me see if I can the presentation on. I forgot all about that. I think I could present stuff on here on the free thing. See if I got it. Oh, desktop. Let's see. Downloads. Maybe I can. That's Asian, so there's some other stuff. Trying to find this video. Mhm, mhm. Hmm. What the heck happened to it? I was playing the congas. No, it's around here somewhere. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. What can I do with that? Oh, no. I'm trying to find this video. I know it's on YouTube. I thought I had it on desktop. Can't find it. So I'll probably have to go back into YouTube and download it. And this computer is not helping things. It's weird. And I know I got more shit on this download than what it's showing. I wonder why it does that. Interesting. Yeah, I'd have to look it up on YouTube. Yeah, I hear you. I feel like I need a break. I haven't smoked since I smoked right before I started the stream. Let me see something. I'm going to YouTube and down. Oh, no. Come on, man. Look it up. Double bass drum solo. Huh. Black Magic Woman. Huh. This seems different. Try that out. I don't remember that. I don't remember making this one. So I think I can show you anyway. So Go to my video files. Click on that. Here we go. Yeah, gotta find me some hippies to jam out with. You're right. Get that hippie in there, man. Hippie dude. Hippie dude. Yeah, I need the hippie to jam out with. Yeah, that was it was me. And on the congas or the HD hand drum. Shit, clicking on the wrong things here. It's not helping. One time I accidentally clicked off of StreamYard. Took myself completely off. It's like, how the fuck did I do it? But yeah, I got a shitload of videos on YouTube. Like, I try to just show stuff I made because I was getting warnings and shit. Like, and I got a copyright strike before too for just performing somebody else's stuff. Last time they warned me and they said they were going to ban my channel for a while. What the hell? So yeah, that wasn't good. There's another one on Conga. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Let me see how this sounds. Maybe I'll try this one. Spacey one. Probably using up my I'm using up my YouTube or my StreamYard time. I don't know how much time they give you on these. Limited. I have rhythm, but you can't drum. You sing and dance at the same time, though. Yeah, you get close to the original artist. You're like, nah, you can't have that. God forbid they make money off of you, right? I'm gonna put this chill jam on.
Frequency.
Yeah, the universe. The universe. And jamming around with a little bit of stuff. A little bit of universe. Universe. Got a couple people in here right now, probably into the universe. Yep, yep. See if I got anything else in here. Yeah, of course I do. I got all sorts of shit. Yeah, I got all sorts of stuff. Uh, I'll tell you what, I'll play this. Maybe I'll try some of this. It's a piece I done back in the day. Back in the day. Troglodytes, cavemen, cave women. A little bit of dove stuff there. Anyway, that concludes my broadcast for this morning. A funny picture on the Baltimore Bridge today, Melbourne, and the police didn't know what to do. The police didn't know what to do. Oh, it's Melbourne. Huh. Interesting, fools. But thank you guys for coming out. Jess, Fools and Tools, and whoever was lurking in the background. Thanks for coming out. And she found it funny. I couldn't post it, but maybe tomorrow because YouTube wouldn't let me post it. More stuff on my community post. I had to do some kind of validation. Yeah, I hear you. YouTube hasn't been good with me as well. Have a great day, Jess. Thank you. And have a safe travels, as Fools and Tools would say. Safe travels, Fools and Tools. And we'll see you next time. Much love. Thanks for coming out. And we'll see us again.